Hey everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today I'd like to do a tutorial on what I am calling my large embellished tag with ephemera pockets. And I'm currently working on a journal, and I made one of these this morning, and I thought, let's just make another one because they're fun, they're easy, and they just really bring the journal page to life. Now I am doing an all fabric journal, and these tags can work in a regular journal also. Let me show you what we're talking about here. And I did clip it on with a paper clip because I want this to be removable. So here is just a page. This is a fabric page from the journal that I'm working on currently, but here is the tag. And I just absolutely think these are so fun because, I mean, you can just keep adding layers and layers and layers and just getting so many pockets for your tags and your ephemera and journaling cards, whatever you want to put in here. So let's go through and I'll show you how I made this. But at first I should say, so you've got a pocket in the back that has one of my envelopes with some ephemera inside. And then we've got another cute little tag here with two more little pockets. And then on the top here, we've got a little tuck there and a tuck there. And there's also a tuck right here behind the fabric. So the amount of ephemera that you can add to a page really is enormous. And that's what I love. When I first started doing junk journals, I'm like, how in the heck did they get so many layers onto a page with all these gorgeous bits of ephemera and tags and, you know, tuck spots and putting all this on one page? It was mind-blowing. So I'm sure this has been done before. This is just going to be how I make mine, and they're really fun to do. And so I will move this off to the side. And I like the fact that it's removable. Sorry if I bumped the camera, because you know, if you want a journal on the back of this, you can, or if you want it in another place in your journal. It could also be tucked into an even larger pocket. See what I'm talking about? Endless possibilities. Anyways, what you're going to need for this is some sort of backing. And what I used for this is a file folder. And it is covered on one side with some scrapbook paper and the other side with wallpaper. So what you're going to need is a piece of, you know, heavy duty cardstock, a file folder, a thin piece of cardboard, something with some stability. So that's what I'm going to use, is a file folder here. And the file folder is measured, let's see, it is 4 by 8. And the reason I did that is because it's the size, it'll fit right on my journal page like that. So that's something to consider, is the size of your page. So just cut a file folder. Mine are going to be, like I said, 4 by 8, but they can be any size. And you're also going to need some scrapbook paper. And you can use scrapbook paper, cardstock. I even have some wallpaper here. So these are the pages that I am going to use for the second tag that we're making. So besides the scrapbook paper and your file folder, you're going to need a piece of lace. Now, that being said, if you don't care for lace, I'm a lacy kind of girl, but just some sort of fabric strip. You could also use, you know, a heavy duty cardstock as your backing. But basically what this is it's going to hold all of these goodies on top of it. So we're going to start the layering process here. So what I did was I cut 2 pieces of my scrapbook paper to the same dimensions, 4 by 8, and I'm just going to glue them down. So let's bring out the Scotch Create glue stick and just stick this puppy down. I am so happy to be here with you guys crafting. It makes the day so enjoyable just to craft and talk to you and know you're out there having a good time crafting with me. So there's one side. Now, granted, on this particular tag, I did put wallpaper on the other side, but you can journal on this. So you don't even have to cover the back if you don't want to. I just think it kind of makes the tag more finished, but that's totally optional. And this is a two-sided piece of scrapbook paper, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do this side because that goes along with the theme of the current journal I'm working on, which, by the way, I'm very excited about. Of course, I get excited about all of my journals because it's just so fun. So fun. All right, so we're just going to glue that down on both sides. Make sure it's flat. And then, as you can see, I'm not a very straight cutter. So I'm going to take this over and just trim off the edge in my guillotine cutter just to make it even. And let's see if I got the whole thing. I did not. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, another side that needs a little bit of cutting here, guys. All right, so there's the base. Easy enough, right? Now what I'm going to do is I am going to, wait a minute, let me think. Back up the truck, Pam. What am I going to do? I am going to forget what I just said. Okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to distress the edges, because to me, just I don't care for the real white, stark white, so I like to, you know, distress it up a bit. Smooth that around, and then you can really, you can't even tell that I did that, or maybe you can, I don't know. I think it looks pretty dang good. All right, so there, I'm going to do the other side just so that you don't see the, you know, file folder sticking out here. All right, so there is the base. Now, moving on, take your strip of either lace, fabric, or cardstock, and this measures 2 inches. So it fits right in the center of my tag. But you can still see the, you know, the prettiness on both sides, which is what I like. So I am just going to cut that to the dimensions of my tag, but I'm thinking on the fly here, what if I did it a little longer? Okay, let's do it a little longer. Maybe have a little bit of lace overhang, right? That would be cool. All right, so there again, entirely personal preference here. Okay, so move that out of the way. And now we're gonna glue on our little bits on the top. So what I did off camera here is I cut some more of the cardstock and the whatever images you want to use for, there's 3 cards underneath all of this. Let me remove the other tag. Two little cuties there, and you can kind of see them. This has some ephemera part of my snippet roll that I'm doing here, but you can see there's 3 cards, and these are exactly the size of a playing card. Let me see, do I have a playing card over here? Yes, I do. These are the same size, almost, I was close, as a playing card. So that could be your guide, is a playing card. So these measure 2.5 by 3.5. And I found that with those measurements, it goes very well with the size of my lace backing here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, because these three are going to be the base. So I like to kind of, you know, make one go one way and one go the other way. Again, that's entirely personal preference how you like to do that. And I am just going to glue these down. So what I brought out is just a scrap piece of file folder, and I am going to glue these down, and it works really great. So I'm going to just put some glue on the back of this. Now you don't want to get all the way to the edges, and that is because if you want to stick something behind, you can. So kind of more towards the middle, and it'll stay. Let's see, what did I say? Which ones did I want to do? I don't really think it matters that much, but we'll put this guy down here in the middle. And that's a two-sided cardstock. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, love that. And have you guys had trouble finding double-sided cardstock? I don't know if it's just not as popular as it was before, or what, or I'm just not shopping in the right place, but usually, like, for that kind of stuff, I check Hobby Lobby and things like that. So I have looked on Amazon and found some, and sometimes Tuesday morning, but it seems as though they're always one-sided, which isn't the end of the world. You can always copy something onto the other side or glue something, but sometimes you just like to have two-sided cardstock. So what is the deal here? See, like this one. I think this is fabulous. Yay. It just gives you more options. Okay, so that is all glued down, right? And then you just lift it off. Ta-da! But you do want to make sure it's dry before you stick it onto your base, because you want the whole thing, you know, you don't want the lace to be stuck to the card, because that's where you're going to stick all your goodies. So let me make sure this is dry. Yep, it is pretty darn quick. So I'll remove that out of the way, and then we're just going to position it right in the center. Now from here, you have the option of sewing around the edges or not. If you don't have a sewing machine or prefer to not sew, just make sure your edges are all down. See, now that one isn't, which is no big deal. But the rest of them, they're pretty good. But I do like to use my sewing machine. And oh, you guys, by the way, I got a new sewing machine. Oh, wow. My other sewing machine, even though it was a workhorse, I think I kicked its butt. And it was going to cost more to fix the sewing machine than it was worth. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. So I went out and I got a new sewing machine. And I got to tell you, it's got all these fancy stitches, and I just feel like a regular seamstress. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And it's user-friendly, because you look at some of those machines and you're like, whoa, that looks really complicated. I'm never going to know how to use that. But the ladies at the place were wonderful. They helped me. And I even, get this, you guys, I even brought in some upholstery fabric and a piece of cardboard. And I explained to them, I said, all right, you guys, I'm not making clothes or anything. I make junk journals. And here's what I do for a lot of my covers. And so, you know, they let me sew my corrugated cardboard, or, you know, my thick piece of cardboard and my upholstery fabric, because I wanted to make sure it worked. And it does. It's so cool. I'm so excited. So that was kind of like an early birthday present for me. Yippee. Anyways, sorry, I got off on a tangent because I'm so excited. So I am going to go sew around the edge of this, And excuse me, I am going to also sew this lace right around the border here. So hold on just a moment and I will be right back. Stay with me, guys. I am back and check it out. It looks really good. Now this could be, finished as is. But no, you know me, more is more. So let's continue on and add some cool stuff to this. So let me show you this. I just think this is the cutest little guy ever. It's getting dark in here, you guys. It's raining again. Maybe it's because I do my videos in the afternoon and every afternoon it rains. Okay, so isn't this cute? Look at this. Let's make one of these little guys. So all I took was a piece of, this is embossed cardstock, but any sort of cardstock will work. Let me get a piece out here. And here is one that I have distressed over the top. So use any sort of cardstock, anything you want. And we're just gonna tuck that inside there. But we're gonna make this little cutie to go on top. And these are so fun. They're so quick, so easy, and they're just adorable, in my opinion. Okay, so what I took was a piece of, and here's one that has already been made, except he's a little guy. Just took a piece of two-sided cardstock. See, there you go, two-sided, which I love. And I cut it about, let's see, where's my ruler here? Woohoo. It's about 4.5. And this little guy is a little too small for this tag, so 4.5 by 2. All right, so I am going to cut a piece of this cardstock, and I apologize I didn't have this done ahead of time, but let's see, well, maybe I did. No, I did. I'm impressed with myself. I did. Oh, yay. All right. Okay, so let me see. Is that 2 inches? No, it's a little bit less. Let me cut another piece. I apologize. All right. Ah, here's one. Here's one. Okay, we're going to use this. All right, so it is 4 by 2. Actually, this is a little longer, so hold on a second. Hold on. Cut it down just a little bit. It's the cutest thing ever. And then all you do is you fold it up onto itself. And that's the reason I like two-sided cardstock, is you get 2 different patterns. Isn't that cute? Or you can go the other way and go that way. Which way do I like? I think since this has the white edge here, I'm gonna go like that. Oh, isn't it cute? And then you just fold it down. And I like to round the edges here on all ends of the paper. And then we're just going to fold it up like that. Do you see how I'm doing that? But what we're going to do is we're going to distress the edges, because I think it kind of, you can see the border a little better. And I am using walnut stain, the Distress Ink in walnut stain. It's one of my absolute favorites because it really gives a vintagey look. All right. And then, now he is almost completed. Oh, he's so cute. Now on this one, pick that up. I did sew around the edge. I'm not going to do that with this one. I'm just going to glue the sides. Just on the side that folds up, like So, and then what you do is you just stick it onto your little tag there. Now this guy's a little big. I'm going to cut him down. I want him a little smaller. All right, and I am going to round the top, my corner rounder here. And then we're going to just glue that cutie down. And I'm going to go all the way around the edges just on the bottom where the pocket is, meaning right, not all the way up here. And the reason for that is because you get to add all sorts of cuties inside of here too. So like this, I just have a fancy punch. Just put that right in there. And then what else? Oh, I have a couple other little cuties that I punched out. Stick that in there. And then I have some Latin flashcards. And I can stick that right in the back there. All right, so from that, we've got something to put behind. And do you see how it's like coming together? Just all of the goodies just make this whole thing pop. Now, you know me and my envelopes. So I've got an envelope with a postcard on the inside. Look at that on the back. It's going to stick her in there. And then stick that over the top. So we've got that going. And then, well, it could be done, right? Oh, but no. With all good wishes. This is so cute. Stick that back there. So basically, any ephemera that you want, right? You could just go to town. Oh, and then, of course, now we have to do some embellishing. Of course we do. I mean, it wouldn't be complete in my eyes without some embellishing, but I mean, obviously that's adorable as is, and you could definitely leave it. But let's see what I have in my huge stash over here. Lace, ribbon. I don't know. Let's just grab something here. I'm thinking too much here. Let's see. Oh, look at all this. Ooh. Yay. Oh, look at that. I don't know. Do I like that? No. Do I like it? No. I don't care for that. Let's see. Remember my funky vest? I'm going to use my funky vest in this journal, but I'm not liking anything here, so let's just do some trim. All right, so we're going to just cut off some trim here and just go down one side, right, like right there. Okay, let's do it. Can you tell which side is on the, see now, to me, I think both sides look cool, right? And I kind of like that side up. So we'll do that. Oh, loving that. Loving that. Now, for me, my eye says, well, since you have something down here, you need something up there. And that's, I guess, kind of my, you know, my balance thing. I don't know, but I don't know. Well, do I like the same thing up there? Or maybe along the top like that. No, I want something different. I'm going to move this out of the way. Let's see what else I have. This is the fun part, you guys. I've got some bling. Nope, don't like that bling. Let's see. Ooh, look at this. This is an earring. Doesn't that crack you up? Ha ha. Oh, I'm kind of liking that, but I'm going to have to take the top. Oh, the back just came off. Oh, how do you like that? So I don't know, you guys. I'm not digging this. Not digging that either. I don't know. Well, anyways, you guys get the point, right? So look at this. Onto your journal page. Let me move all this cuteness out of the way. And remember, the amount of little tuck spots that you have is enormous. So you've got one down there, you've got one here, you've got one up at the top where you could put something else, whoops, like that, along the bottom there. I mean, talk about something that adds pop to your journal, and then you can just clip it on. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. Love it. I don't like that one though. That was too much. All right, so let's see, what else do we have? I don't know. Oh yeah, here's another little journaling card. Put that behind there. And that looks absolutely adorable. So there you go. Here is the one that I did previously. And all of these go, you know, back inside here, all of my cuties. And there you have it. So much fun, you guys. So just have fun with it and just keep building the layers. And that is so much fun to me. I love doing this. And you know, these can go in a regular junk journal. I mean, not an all fabric. They can be on a page in a regular, you know, paper junk journal, and they'll be fabulous. It could be on the cover, tucked inside another pocket. Oh my gosh, possibilities are endless, you guys. Okay, so I hope you guys will try this. It's very fun, very gratifying, and I will see you in my next tutorial and my next video. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!